This news update is brought to you by...
This is how we flow. Oh, the offers are quite exciting, and the prices will leave you smiling. Everybody's got a cheerful glow.
Get the new Samsung J5 plus 1 gig free data starting at just $345.
This is the Barbados Today Evening News Update for Tuesday, December 15th. Thank you for joining us. I am Mary-Claire Williams. We begin with reports that an emergency response team was summoned to the Animal Flower Cave this evening for an incident involving a visitor. The details are still coming to hand, and we will have more information in a subsequent newscast. Finance Minister Chris Sinckler says it is unlikely that the full transition of the Customs Department to the Barbados Revenue Authority will be completed by March next year. Sinckler made the announcement in Parliament this afternoon. Earlier this year, government revealed plans to merge the operations of the Customs Department with the BRA. This sparked protests by customs officers in July. Sinckler said the move is still on the cards.
The transition has had to be delayed whilst we go through the process of addressing the issues and concerns raised by the workers and the workers' representatives in relation to that. I could say by way of update that process is ongoing. The process of appointments is fully entrained. They, of course, have had to go through the process as prescribed by the Act involved in the paving application has been executed, and providing that there are no more major issues in relation to that transition will happen. But it is unlikely that will be completed by March, the end of the current financial year.
The National Union of Public Workers has announced it will soon be making a proposal to government for wages and salary increases for public workers. The NUPW says it will be taking the proposal of the Executive Committee to a meeting of the National Council next week for ratification. Fernella Wedderburn has that story.
The NUPW says it will submit its proposals to government by the end of the year. A statement from General Secretary Roslyn Smith says the media is often critical of the performance of public officers, but according to her, the criticisms are usually from people who do not know or appreciate the sometimes unsatisfactory conditions and trying circumstances that public officers work in. Smith pointed out that despite increased taxes, reductions in allowances, and 5 years without salary increases, public officers should be recognized for keeping the country afloat. Smith says she intends to pursue, recover, and restore all income and benefits due to public officers. She says she's also putting union members on alert to prepare for what she calls an upcoming battle, and she's asking public service employees who are not members of the union to join forces to support their cause. Fernella Wedderburn for Barbados Today.
An 18-year-old man has been arrested in connection with the shooting death of Dwayne Burgess on November 30th. Hakeem Roberto Stuart of Shelbourne Road, St. Lawrence, Christchurch, appeared before the Chief Magistrate Pamela Beckles at the Oystins Court today. He has been remanded and is due to appear in the District C Court on January 12th. Burgess of Marley Vale St. Philip was gunned down during the St. Philip Carnival. Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences at the University of the West Indies, Dr. Justin Robinson, says regional companies are being undervalued on the stock market. Robinson's comment came on the heels of the takeover of Banks Holdings Limited by the Brazilian bear giant Ambev. Last week, Ambev acquired more than 6.5 million BHL shares in a trade worth more than $43 million on the Barbados Stock Exchange.
Now, our stock market valued BHL at $2.49 per share. The company ended up being sold at $7.10 per share. So if you had blindly accepted the correctness of market value, which is the off-the-shelf global solution, you would have rushed and sold your shares for $4. Scholars at UWI for a long time, we have been exploring these markets, and I think we understand that because of the context of the Caribbean, that the stock market actually undervalues companies. Unlike the textbook off-the-shelf solution, the market value is not the best value.
An international trainer of disabled people is hailing Barbados as a leader in efforts to achieve fair and equal treatment of persons with physical and mental challenges. CEO of the U.S.-based Springboard Consulting, Nadine Vogel, was speaking at the opening of a 2-day human resource training course organized by the Barbados Council for the Disabled.
We are very, very proud to be here in Barbados. As I'm sure you already know, you are a leader in the Caribbean in terms of people with disabilities, whether coming in as tourists, whether providing education in the school systems, or enabling employment. I have 2 daughters with disabilities. They are 24 and 16, and a few of us were talking this morning that in the States, everybody gets very excited about the Americans with Disabilities Act, and it's wonderful. But I can tell you that my own daughters get discriminated against, and my older daughter for employment, and I'm thinking I should send her here to Barbados to work, so I think she'd be treated much better.
In sports, West Indies cricket legend Michael Holding has branded the West Indies Cricket Board as dysfunctional and untrustworthy, and he's warning that the regional game is in danger of further deterioration if changes are not made. Holding's criticism comes amid reports of defiance at the WICB's quarterly meeting in St. Lucia on the weekend. The WICB has retained the services of Dominican lawyer Anthony Astafan for advice on the recommendations of the CARICOM report calling for the dissolution of the board. A statement from the WICB quotes Astafan as saying that the way forward is for the board and CARICOM to work together to improve the game. But Holding says the state of West Indies cricket will only get worse as long as the current crop of board members remain and the culture and structure are unchanged.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
'Twas days before Christmas. I had so much to do. Shopping, more shopping, and I was feeling blue. There's a mother, father, a wifey, and friend. Lots of things to buy, but there was no money to spend. I found the answer. The BT shopping spree. 15,000 in goodies. Free, free, free. It's easy to enter. Nothing hard to do. Follow my instructions and a winner can be you. Visit facebook.com/Barbados today. Do it quickly and fill out your form to enter this spree. Look, I'm shopping at the Costly Less Mega Store. Come down, fill your trolleys with goodies and more. And like me, you too can say, ho, ho, ho.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter. That's the move for me. Stability, prosperity. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
In news from the region, the Umbrella Guyana Public Service Union is calling for urgent action on salary increases for workers at the Guyana Power and Light Company. We get the details in this report from Capital News.
Workers of the power company could embark on industrial action if the management of the power company continues to drag its feet on salary increases for GPL employees. That disclosure was made by Mortimer Liven, first vice president of the GPSU.
We have submitted a multi-year proposal for increase in salaries for the employees within the union bargaining unit, that is the junior and senior managers of the Guyana Power and Light, Inc., since July 2013, for the period 2013 to 2015. In the comprehensive proposal submitted, management chooses to have discussions on a few. The management of GPL procrastinated in dealing with the proposals, and it has come to the end of the year, and still this matter is not resolved to the satisfaction of the employees.
Internationally, police in Los Angeles are continuing investigations into what they call an unspecified threat, which forced the closure of schools in the LA Unified School District. A police spokeswoman confirmed that the district had received an electronic threat earlier today. Journalist Ken Bensinger was preparing his children for school when he heard the news, and he told the BBC a lot of parents in the area are worried.
I was trying to get them ready for school when my phone exploded with messages and information both from the school and other parents that all school had been canceled. We all rushed to the television to see what was going on and saw the press conference by the superintendent of the LA Unified School District explaining that there had been a credible threat to multiple schools and all the students, and that all schools are being shut down as a precautionary measure. So as you can imagine, that was a scary moment and also a moment of as I think you were saying in the air before, panic in terms of figuring out what to do with our children.
That's the news. There's more on our website, www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. You can catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune into Channel 101 on Flow TV or Mix 96.9 FM for more news and sports. I am Mary Claire Williams. Good evening.